Hello and welcome to another game of Warparty, the dinosaur-themed RTS, where this game we will have Elpharao, who I've picked the wrong name because he's on the right. Elpharao, who I hope he watches this video, and if he does, tell me in the comments how awfully I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry. Elpharao playing in the right here as the Wildlanders, the sort of default civ, if you will, of this game, the first civ that was introduced, with their hero Mika. These are sort of the traditional, what do you call them? Cavemen sort of style civilization. Got some strong warriors early game. Where's a warrior? There's a warrior. Some strong warriors early game, and they get some dinos, some T-Rexes, some dino riders and such later game. And then on the left side of the map, in the blue, once again, playing as Vitara, is Striker. You can see got some raptors running around. We can see the slightly different style as well coming out from both of these players. Both moving for one of the capture points pretty early. But a little bit of slowdown coming from the Wildlanders side because they have to clear out these dinosaurs, and so Mika has to wait to get a few more warriors in to be able to do that. You saw her dragging even the first warriors to the settlement to get the first dinosaurs up to the settlement to get a little bit of extra damage. Got war raptors running all over the shop, getting some vision for Striker, and yeah, you see these ones don't have to be killed because you have Harmony as the Vitara. I keep forgetting how to say these. Vitara, I will get it. So once again, going for the sort of macro thing. I don't know what the other options are. I don't play either of these factions, and I don't play this game enough as it is. So all units deal 75% extra damage versus wild dinos, and barracks are cheaper. So getting some warriors out for less early game and managing to get some farming down. Getting a quick second settlement down here as well between these berry patches out at the front. Nice sort of aggressive move, clearing out a bit of the vision around the map. Going to probably be looking around to farm some more dinos as well. I'm interested to see, is there a visible difference in the food counts? You can see Elpharao, yeah, visibly quite far ahead in food, even with less workers, quite far ahead in food. And this is because these each drop food, and not killing them is an advantage because you can get these sources of power much easier. You can see he's gone across the map and got 3 of the 4 that are available, but clearing out all these, you see they could drop little bits of meat. This is giving an extra little boost in food for Elpharao early on, although he left Elpharao. It's gonna spoil Elpharao. It's gonna spoil. We have the expansion into the mirrored expansion spots here. I haven't seen this map either. I think this is a new map. I hope this is a new map, otherwise I just feel stupid. I'm not sure it actually is that much of a new map. But the mirrored expansion spots, so both players agreeing to get this early on spot with the nice 4 plots of food. Obviously early on food is the main resource you need. Is the sage? I haven't seen the sage use his capture thing. I don't know if that's bad, or are these captured and I just haven't realised it? I don't think so. I think they're the early ones that Mika over here had dragged to the settlement to kill. So I don't know about that. We've got some war raptors. Mainly, I've heard that war raptors not considered that good right now. These were the ones that I think in my last video I might have mentioned that they had some problem with this faction being OP at the start. I think these are the things that were too OP. So now they've got the Dilophosauruses. I'm going to call them Dilosauruses way too much. I already know that. I can already tell. And ooh, nice little bit of sort of denying here, a little bit of anti-creeping, yeah, aggro-creeping, whatever you want to call it, by Elpharao, getting the food over the other side of the map. Looks like he even might push over and take these because he knows that there should still be the source of food here, that Striker wouldn't have taken it. Has Striker noticed? Because he did go quite close, but I don't think he went. I think he might have just managed to skirt around vision there. check out Striker's vision. Yeah, I think he just skirted, but he's seen a few of them going around now, so he should know what's going on. And there we go. Now we have free control points for Elpharao. Elpharo's got to be careful here, walking straight into the Dilosauruses, but the Dilosauruses are ranged, so they're going to want to not get into too much combat with these warriors. They don't want these warriors to be right on top of them. And sneaking some Warraptors around the side to capture these points. I like this a lot. I would really like to see players in the future having just Dilosauruses just around the map just to dive in. Dilophosauruses or Warraptors. Gonna get cleaned up here. I believe that you don't need to scout the thing. You can see them change. If we look at Striker's thing, Striker should see. I don't think he can see that. I think those are spectator-only notifications. But he'll see that he loses it, because you can see he has vision of this, even though it's not his. It doesn't show him that it's been captured, though. That's nice to know. But you can, if you lose it, you are going to assume immediately that the enemy has captured it. So we've just had there the second tier being hit by Elpharao. So he's got stables are cheaper, and infantry and beasts, yeah, armor and armor pen again from Striker. I'm not assuming to see anything different. I'm assuming Striker knows what he's doing. He's played this a lot more than me. He's not just testing things out at this stage. He has an idea of what he's doing. We have some barracks here. Do we have any stables going down yet? There we go. The first stables is down, and we're getting some Triceratops riders coming out. These boys are cool. I'm excited to show some of you guys who haven't played this game yet the Triceratops riders, because they are cool. Nothing bigger coming out quite yet from Vitara, but they do have this extra settlement, although the settlement is in a little bit of danger perhaps if these warriors decide they want to go in there. At least going to go and kill some wisps. Chase them away. A couple of wisp kills there. The Dilophosaurus coming in, chasing these boys away. They don't want to get caught in a fight with nature and with the Dilophosaurus. Oh, that's an annoying split there. They didn't actually manage to kill one of them, and they got the roots, but they did put some meteors down in their way to sort of defend against that, so the roots shouldn't do too much to them. Going to try and charge in and get an engagement here, but it's not happening. Oh, there we go. Look at that. There he is, Triceratops rider, the boys, fighting one of his own. That's a little bit dark. So I'm not even gonna watch that. It's horrible. But we have more Triceratops riders coming down here. This is, I believe, the heavy cav, and they have, is it saber-tooth riders? I think, or they're like sort of lighter, more agile, harassy sort of cav. Ooh, that was me leaning on my keyboard. My bad. So he's gonna get out of here. He's gonna be pretty fine. And we've got now two capture points. So the power acquisition is going pretty equal. How is the power acquisition going overall? See, a lot more going to Striker because he's been able to have a load of points really quickly captured by this. But it looks like the Warriors are going to go here. And is this going to be a cleanup of this capture point? Yep. For any faction other than the Vitara, you do need to clear out those Triceratops before capturing the point. And Striker's not just going to let it happen unabated. He's hitting with a whirlwind here as well that Elpharao hasn't quite noticed yet, and getting a lot of damage down there early. Mika's going to go down. And the rest of the troops are just going to have to get chased off here. They took a lot of damage in that space while they weren't quite being checked up upon. We do have some Triceratops riders coming in now there. Are they going to surround them? Ooh, it's a move command. That's a move command if ever I saw one. 3 Triceratops riders lost. Ooh, this game is going to be... I thought Empires Apart was going to be bad with all of their names for all of their historically accurate names for things, but I feel like the dinosaur names are messing me up even more at this point. But we have the economy starting to boom for each of these players, really. Oh, is there going to be a bit of a fight here? We don't really want to be fighting like that, son. There's a tower going up. Oh no, it's a farm. So I would expect some sort of defense.
What you need?
I'm scared to say this now in case these guys don't have towers. In case it is only the faction that I play that have towers, and then I'll feel stupid. But yes, I wanted to check the incomes. We have 100 workers to 72. So Carnage is... not Carnage. Striker is a little bit ahead of there. But the harvesting doesn't seem too bad. He's up a little bit on food. Ooh, big roots going down there as well, and a big jump in from the Sabertooth. I feel like Elpharao might be pushing his luck a little bit too much with how many troops he lost in that engagement. Hasn't really had time to repair, and now these villages are all going to be scattering and retreating. Watchtower's good. I thought I wasn't being stupid, but just in case. Big meteor hit there, but doesn't do too much damage. Couple of watchtowers now coming down a little bit too late. Stegosaurus caravan. All the caravans in this game are adorable, by the way. Like, they're fantastic. Oh, and we have a first T-Rex out here. That's a awkward place for the T-Rex to spawn. He's going to start going about some damage down here, but he doesn't want to be in this fight too long on his own. So there is some more places where Elpharao is getting his economy up. So losing this isn't too painful, but that was quite a damning loss. Going to remake the settlement there to try and hold up this choke a bit more. But while he's doing this, Striker is pushing just straight through the middle and is going to find a lot of stuff. That is a ton of workers to die. Oh, that was a big attack. And now he's going to run around looking for some more. Might try and catch this T-Rex who was out on his own. Watchtower going up now at this top base to try and keep it safe. And now if we go back to the workers, ooh, 126 to 90, so he's 30 workers ahead. 90 still isn't a horrible amount of workers to have, though. So I wouldn't be too worried for Elpharao right now. He's starting to pump out some of these T-Rexes. T-Rexes are pretty strong. This T-Rex is not going to be pretty strong for much longer. But Striker for now seems like he has the handle on this game. The Panthers are great. I love them. They seem to be dope. I think they're really cool. You got the Dilophosauruses popping out some shots, and we do not yet have the third tier for Striker. I wonder if Striker feels like he's just done so much that at this point he can just keep the pressure on and not have to tier up, because we see all units receive +2 damage and +5 armor pen as the tier 3 upgrade for Elpharao. That was what allowed him to make the T-Rexes. But the Striker just seems so far ahead that he's just pushing in, and Elpharao hasn't really been allowed to get up to... Ooh, that was a big pounce. He hasn't really been allowed to get up to a number of T-Rexes that would really call scary. He's only ever managed to have a few out at a time. And there it is. Throws down the GG. No, he doesn't. For some reason... Oh no, there you go. He did do it. I didn't know you could turn it off in that. Anyway, yeah, so... Oh, there's an opacity to this as well. That's interesting. Can you do that in game as well? I didn't notice that. That looks really bad, but in game, that might be really cool. So anyway, thank you for watching another game of Warparty. I've been ready for the win, and I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you check out this game, which is coming out soon. It's in early access right now if you want to buy it and give it a try. Not many players right now, but hopefully that'll boost up around release. I would say everyone to get it on release and get on here if you like this sort of traditional RTS. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again.